Welcome to Multiple Choice Question 11 of the 2007 Mathematical Methods Exam 2. In this video we will be looking at the solution for this question. A reminder that this video is in no way endorsed by VCAA. Now before we move on, I'd just like to point out that the use of a CAS calculator is by far the most efficient way to solve this particular problem. Although if you want, you can hang around at the end of this video and I will show how to do this one by hand as well. So for question 11, the question asks, the solution set for the equation e to the power of 4x minus 5e to the power of 2x plus 4 equals 0 over the real set of numbers is one of the following options. And when it refers to a solution set, it's really just meaning find the set of solutions or the values of x that satisfy that equation, and then the set just means they'll be quoted in those curly brackets with commas in between. So we're now going to use a calculator to solve this particular equation. On the CAS calculator, go into the main menu. Next, what we want to do is we want to type in the equation that we want to solve. So pressing the keyboard button, I can bring up the soft keypad, and we want to type in e to the power of 4x, and then you just need to go outside of that power position before putting in minus 5 times e to the power of 2x. And then again, going outside that power position, we want to put plus 4 equals 0. And then check that you've entered that correctly. And once you're happy, you want to highlight that and go interactive equation inequality solve for x. And that gives the two solutions for x that satisfy that equation. So from the calculator, we can identify e is the correct answer, as it has x is 0 and x equals log e of 2. And the calculator just quoted that one as ln of 2, but they are the same thing. So option E is correct for question 11. From the examiner's report, we can see that this question was well done in the exam, with 82% of students getting that question correct. And now if I bring up the equation that was being solved on the previous slide, we'll just go through this one by hand for any of you that are interested, as this is the type of question that could come up tech-free as well. So starting with this equation, I'm just going to rewrite it slightly. So this e to the power of 4x, I'm actually going to write as e to the power of 2x and then squared. So those two things are the same. Minus 5 times e to the power of 2x plus 4 equals 0. And the reason why I've done that is we now can see that if we let, say, capital A equal e to the power of 2x, we'll actually end up with a quadratic. So e to the power of 2x squared is now just a squared. And then we'd have minus 5 times a, so just minus 5a plus 4 equals 0. And we know that we can solve a quadratic equation by factorizing it and using the null factor law. So next we want to look for the factors of 4 that add up to negative 5. So we can use negative 4 and negative 1 to do that. So this would be a minus 1, and in the second bracket we can have a minus 4. So now we can use the null factor law, which says that a minus 1 could equal 0, or a minus 4 could equal 0. And this leads to a equals 1 and a equals 4. However, we knew that a was simply e to the power of 2x, so therefore we can say e to the power of 2x is equal to 1, or e to the power of 2x must equal 4. And now we want to solve these for x. So e to the power of 2x equals 1, you might be able to see straight away that we would need e to the power of 0 to get 1, which means x equals 0. Or if you were going to solve this by first going through a log expression, the equivalent log statement would be log e of 1 is equal to 2x. And then log e or log base anything of 1 is simply 0. So therefore we find that 2x must equal 0, which means that x equals 0. And that's one of the solutions that the calculator gave on the previous slide. And now we can work with the other half of this problem to get the other solution. So we're going to first get an equivalent log expression. So e to the power of 2x equals 4 will rearrange into log e of 4 equals 2x. And therefore, x must equal 1/2 log e of 4. So we're just going to divide both sides by 2. And now if you have something multiplying a log, you can take it up as a power. So this could actually be written as x equals log e of 4 to the power of a half, which a power of a half is the same as the square root. So that's going to be log e of the square root of 4. So therefore, x is equal to log e of 2. And that was the other solution that the calculator gave when we solved it before. So that's how you'd approach this problem by hand. But as you can see, if you've got access to a calculator, it's far quicker to just plug it in and highlight and solve it.